Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Entertainment News. It is Saturday morning and it is raining cats and dogs outside here in northeastern Pennsylvania, which I think is a good time to talk about little mythical creatures that cannot get wet or they turn into badass little demons. Gremlins, yes, Warner Brothers seems to have confirmed that Gremlins movie we talked about is moving forward, as well as possibly another sequel to Beetlejuice. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Before we do, I just want to take a moment to remind you that I do have a second channel at Brian Kunkel on YouTube. Right now, that is my primarily used for poetry. I am a bit of a poet, so if you like haiku in particular, you might want to check that out. All right then, Warner Brothers confirms new Gremlins movie and Beetlejuice Beetlejuice sequel. I'm more interested in Gremlins than another sequel to Beetlejuice, just for the sheer fact that it's been so long since we had one, and Beetlejuice, of course, had the time advantage. I think there was a lot of pent-up demand for that. I'm not sure if that will happen again if they do another one so soon. In an extensive new chat with Deadline, Warner Brothers CEO Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdy have spilled the beans on a handful of new projects in the works at the studio, confirming along the way that a brand new installment of the Gremlins film franchise is on the menu. This confirms a report from last January, which I reported on. You may recall where we had learned that a new Gremlins movie from Chris Columbus was a franchise hope over at Warner Brothers. Abby said in the new interview with Deadline this afternoon, "We're super excited about Amblin developing with Chris Columbus new entries into the Gremlins and Goonies franchise." That's right, I forgot about Goonies again. That sequel rumor rears its head every few years. Chris Columbus was, of course, the writer of the original Steven Spielberg-produced Gremlins, so it's very exciting to hear that Columbus is back on board with the franchise. Talk of a third Gremlins movie has come and gone several times over the years, and you can read all about that lengthy history over on the franchise's official Wikipedia page. But we had first heard about a new script written by Chris Columbus back in 2017, with that iteration of the script described as being both twisted and dark. "I'm really proud of the script," Columbus said in 2017. "It is as twisted and dark as anything, as well as we'll see. It's always a bit budgetary conversation when we're going to shoot it. I wanted to go back to the really twisted sensibility of the first movie. I found that was a very easy place for me to fall back into and start writing again. So hopefully we'll see that movie soon." Stay tuned for more. And then below that, just briefly, in the same chat with Deadline, Mick DeLuca also seemed to confirm that a sequel to last year's Tim Burton-directed franchise return, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, is on the way. Will the next one be called Beetlejuice Beetlejuice Beetlejuice? When asked if WB was already developing sequels to Minecraft and or Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, he replied, "Imminently. I think ink might not be dry on the deals yet, but imminently." So there you have it. For better or worse, sequels to well-loved films. Again, I think the best bet is on a Gremlins movie. We had the classic original, and then we had the divisive second, which I think in its own way became a classic as well. But I'm happy to hear that it sounds like if they do it, it'd be more in line with the first one. I don't want to have 10 films like the first one, but I can do that now. With so many years separating us between between that film and the present. But after that, if you want to continue it, I would move forward in different directions. I think you can only go back to that well so many times. As for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, that was another film where sequel rumors mounted over the years, and we thought it would never happen. It finally happened. People seem to like the film. I haven't seen it. And I just don't know. I think that there was pent-up demand for that second film. I'm not sure if that's going to work again a third time. Possibly it's reawakened the fandom and they'll all turn out in droves for the third film. I just don't know. I'm not convinced. I think that it was sort of special to finally get a sequel when it had been talked about for so long. But I think that sort of that charm has been sort of disrupted, and I'm not convinced that we'll actually get it. Obviously, Tim Burton's going to have something to say about it, and he may not want to go back to that well yet again. Depends how much money is in the dump truck that they back up to his house, but we shall see. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below, and I will see you again soon.